In this video tutorial, we're going to be talking about our navigational flowchart template. Every department that submits content, we're going to need a navigational flowchart so that when Web Communications and Barclay REI is inputting these pages into our new system, so that we can set up the navigation as intended by the department. Okay. Now we'll go ahead and we'll start with the simple navigation template. Both are included in this, but we'll start with this guy. We're going to use our web migration resource site as an example because it fits simple navigation, only having roughly 7 or so pages. But here we can put our department site name, or in this case, web migration resources. Okay, and then each one of these guys represents a page that's going to be within our site. And over here we have introduction, so we'll have introduction here. I prefer to add the numbers just so I can see the correlations between the levels pages and things like that, but the numbers are optional. Content migration, so we'll put content migration. Need an uppercase C there. Our next page down, we have navigation, which is what we're talking about now. We'll have navigation and resource documents. And over here, seminar dates / deadlines. And then right here, Word templates. Now, we can also remove sections or smart objects and add additional smart objects or boxes. Up here in the top section, we have our smart art tools. If we click on design, there's a couple different options over here that can assist us to add and remove additional things. If we wanted to, say, add a page above this one, we could go to add shapes, use the drop down, and add the shape before to add it there. We could also do it after, etc., etc. Now, if we want to delete a shape, we can click right on the box, hit delete on our keyboard, and it removes it. So in this case, we had an extra page here that we didn't need it that was included in the template, so we can go ahead and remove it. It's additionally worth noting that once we add a shape either before or after, we can also pull up our text pane here in order to add additional text if it already wasn't here. We can also click on an object, and if we click directly on the add shape instead of the drop down, it'll add additional subpages underneath it. We also have this pre-populated in the intermediate navigation sections for people, which we'll go over here shortly. Here is an example of how to use the intermediate navigation in our navigation flowchart template. We're going to go ahead and use the arc as an example here because they fit it well. Also, pretty much any site that has our arrowed drop downs falls under the intermediate navigations category. But the way we would approach this is similar to how we would approach our simple navigation. In this case, we'll want to add the arc here. Normally we'd probably use the full name, but that's good enough for now. And then each of our major categories above the pages we would include in these sections. So in this case we have administration and facilities. And then from there we'd put in membership here, programs and services, student employment, and add or remove any of these as needed. Now in this right-hand section, we have our list of pages, okay? Now we can click on here and we fill these in this case, campus rec home. Let's see. Admin homepage. We can also copy paste in some situations as well. Arc hours. And essentially we just go through each one of those sections of pages that we do intend to migrate and that we've gone through the content migration and refinement process on, and import them into these sections. Now, something that's slightly changing in regards to navigation is we are no longer going to have PDF links or external links from our left navigation. So in this case, the employment handbook section, that guy is actually a PDF. We'd probably add him to a right call out in either related documents or related links section. These items we'll go over in the training seminars. Yeah, thanks for listening.